What's up guys, this is Gibson Shuffles aka B-Boy Mazoku. Today I'm going to be teaching y'all how to do a headstand. I'm going to try to go through it real quick because I've already had my card tell me that I didn't have enough room on it and that I took too long. So let's get right into it. A couple of things you're going to need for equipment. One, I would recommend some type of cushioning. Get a beanie, use a carpet, use a hoodie, yoga mat, or even if you don't have a yoga mat, use a shower mat. Whatever works for you. The reason why I say that is because when you first start doing this, it's gonna hurt your head, and once you get better at it, I don't really know what it is, but I can just like straight up jump into concrete head first and it doesn't hurt. I don't know why that happens, but trust me, you'll get used to it. Also, the reason why I shot it inside, you see behind me is my wall. You're gonna want to use a wall when you're first learning it, so instead of falling forward on your back, your heels are gonna touch the wall and you're not gonna fall forward. And for when you get more advanced at it, an insurance move for making sure you don't fall forward on your back, and what I call a crash prevention if you're a dancer and you're battling, is try to learn how to do the bridge and a somersault. Y'all can watch another tutorial on how to do that. And basically what it does, instead of falling on your back and hurting yourself, or falling out of a dance move and looking like you don't know what you're doing, you fall into another move. It kind of looks like you know what you're doing, and you can save yourself and do different moves from there. From a front roll, you can go into a kip up straight to your feet. From a bridge, you can jump into another headstand, or you can go into a chair freeze, into another freeze, back up, spin up. And as far as the last piece of equipment I would recommend is you having something to play music for yourself. I think a headstand's really easy once you learn it, and it's really fun to play with, and I just like having some music to listen to and create new moves whenever I do a headstand. Now, as far as your safety and form goes, you're going to want to make sure that your head is straight in line with your spine at all times. If somebody comes in, walks in, and says, "Hey, what's up?" don't be like, "What's up, dude?" You're going to break your neck. Not really, you're not going to break your neck, but it's going to hurt. Especially when you're first starting out and you're not used to moving your head around, you're not used to being on your head, having all that weight on your head, and you turn your head like that, really gonna hurt. And also you're gonna want to make sure you're working with a triangular base, as I call it. If you've ever watched someone do a yoga headstand, they kind of put their hands on the back of their head, they balance on the top of their head, and then they use their forearms as a balance, and they put their legs straight up in the air. What I've seen a lot of people do when they learn how, and I did it too, whenever you first learn to do a b-boy headstand or a gymnastics headstand, is you kind of put your hands in line with your ears, and this is what I call like a pseudo yoga pose. And the reason why I say pseudo is because it's not really a yoga pose, but it's kind of, you're still in that straight line next to you, but you don't have enough form of support. Your base isn't big enough. And the way, if you're doing gymnastics b-boy, is you kind of have your hands in front of you, and it's going to make a triangular base. You're going to be balancing on your head and then using your hands in the front as support a little further away from your body. And when you're doing it like this, it's just like you have a straight line of support, so you're going to fall forward, you're going to fall back real easy. And this way it stops you from falling forward at least, or falling, you know. Okay, so with this triangular base, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start kind of in a squat stance. You're going to want to be on the balls of your feet. So you're going to be on the balls of your feet, squat stance. You're going to come down, and you can have your elbows next to your knees, and still touching your knees. You're going to come forward on your hands. You're going to come forward on your head, and then you're going to kick your legs up. Now I'm going to show you from the side so you can see better what it looks like. Alright, so once again, knees, elbows, hands to the ground, head to the ground. Now before you come up, your hands and your head's going to be on the ground, your toes are going to barely be touching the ground, and all you got to do to be able to headstand is bring your legs up. And that's all there is to it. Now from there, of course, you're going to get better. There's a couple different ways to do a headstand. Of course, most people are probably going to want to go straight into the straight leg headstand because they think, I don't know, that looks the best to them. But what I recommend starting out with is your legs are going to look like this. It's wide leg, knees in or legs in, and then you're gonna go from there to kind of a split, and then after that, then you start working on the straight leg, knees in, straight leg, legs up. All right, and I'll show you what each one of those look like. So first one is gonna be like I showed you. You're just gonna bring your legs up, try to bring them up, bring them up, bring them up, bring them up. And you're gonna use the wall, of course, when you're first starting, because it'll make it easier. You might have your butt up against the wall a little bit, and then your legs are gonna go out. That's the second position, and then also, whoo, about fell out of it. All right, the second position is gonna be like that, and then you're gonna go straight up. That's the other straight leg position, and so that's basically your basic versions of the headstand. And there's a couple different exercises for it that I would recommend. First off is getting used to being on your head, so using the wall. Once you get a little bit more used to using the wall, using your hands on the wall, here's a little something I do. I just straight up chill in a headstand, like straight up headstand on my head. When I'm using the wall, I'll just go into a headstand and then lose the hands. And I'll just hang out. I'll just listen to music, just chill on my head. Took about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I mean, you can do this for a really long time once you get used to it. You're just kind of getting you used to balancing straight on your head, getting your muscles in your neck and your shoulders a little bit stronger, instead of just straight up focusing on your hands. It's like I said, you're gonna want to be focusing on getting your headstand stronger, not your hands with your head. Your head, neck, shoulder, and core is where the headstand is going to be coming from. But once you first start, you're going to be using your hands a lot more for balance. And once you get better at it, something you should be practicing is getting your hands in different positions. Have them right here, have them right here. Start using your fingers and using less fingers. Try using 3, try using 2. Try using 1, and do my little middle finger position one. Do it on your thumbs. Put your legs in different positions. Mostly just have fun with it, really. And then there's a couple different exercises you can do to get your core stronger while you're in it. I'd recommend, doing push-ups to get your upper body stronger. Doing ab workouts. I'd show you my ab workouts, but they're mostly from P90X, so I don't want to bite. But a couple we work on ourselves, I'll show you real quick, is just trying to get your legs from the ground straight up, down, straight up, down, straight up, or out, up, out, up. That's a little more advanced, but it'll help you get more control with it. And you can do that wide leg, straight leg, however you want to do it. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Once you get that basic form down and you start working with it, it's basically just going to be having fun with it, doing what you want with it. And if you practice it every day, maybe 5-10 minutes a day, or maybe 30 minutes every couple days, you'll get it down in no time. This is one of those 2-3 month mastery things, and after 2 or 3 months I was learning to do head spins. I lost my head spin because I stopped doing it. That's on me. I started doing windmills, but I started picking it up again. And real quick, I'll show you a little trick I learned how to do. It's called the lotus. So the lotus is basically just go into a headstand, and then you get one of those Indian cross-leg positions like this. Boom, lotus. It all comes from practice. Trust me, if you practice this, you'll have it in no time. And you don't need much space. You really ain't got an excuse not to learn a headstand. So once again, this is Gibson Shuffles, aka B-Boy Mazoku. Find me on Instagram, Facebook. You got me on YouTube already. Let me know if y'all need any help. And we practice every Sunday in Fayetteville, next to FTCC at the Rec Center. I think it's called 352 Dever Street. We practice from 2 to 5. So yeah, man, feel free to come out. I'll be a lot better at helping you in person. Hope this has helped any of y'all out. Y'all have a good day. See ya.